Thanks, guys. Thank you so much for joining the session. Again, I just wanted to welcome everyone for our first session on investment banking and fund accounting. Today, we'll begin with some basics only. So, we'll explore that investment banking, fund accounting, how it exactly will start, from where exactly it will start, and the roles they play in the financial sector. First, we'll start understanding from the financial system of India and US, Indian world as well. Then, why it's so crucial for the global economy. I can promise you that I can give you 100% to make these concepts clear and to provide you with the tools and knowledge needed for the jobs as well as for the placements and everything. But at the same time, I need commitment and hard work from your guys as well, from your side as well. Just understand, if I'm putting 100% effort, still you are not focusing on the jobs or somewhere, I can't help you on the placements. The main agenda, the main purpose is not only the training. Training is not at all a matter for us. The only achievement is placement. So we have like 15 members in this batch. So we'll make a target for 2 months. Maybe after 1 month, you guys are will be able to upload your resumes and everything into the Naukaris. So we'll take 2 months deadline. And within these 2 months, at least 70-80% of the students should get placements. That's my motive. In such a way, I'm going to put my efforts. Similarly, I need the commitments and hard work from you guys as well. Every day there will be assignments. I'll be placing assignments in the drive. I'll give you the drive access as well by tomorrow. You will get a drive access where you can find the old previous classes, Excel class and everything. Even if you want to advance, if you want to learn it in advance, you can refer the previous batch classes and all. You can go through those classes. Simply, if you can complete the entire classes in like 10 to 15 days, yes, you guys are good to prepare the resumes and Naukri as well. Again, it's not just like completing of sessions. You guys have to be in a situation to understand the concepts. If anyone asks you about what is derivative, what is fund accounting, again, you should not go back and refer the notebook because we are not students, right? We are all working professions. We should know how exactly the functions, the system is working so that we don't need to remember anything. Suppose you know how the computer works, right? He didn't prepare anything as essay questions, but still, if you want to navigate anywhere, definitely easily you can navigate any websites or something. How we learn all these concepts over time when you're using it, when you getting more habituated for the concept and systems, you will get that concept. Similarly, in the existing system also, we are not going to learn some different concepts. It's all about the financial system only. Everyone will deal with the finance in our day-to-day world. From the childhood onwards, we are in the finance system only. We know how the transactions will happen, how the funds, how the money will flow from one person to another person, how the banks are running, stock market. These are all daily routine work. Routine transactions that we see in a real life. But in these classes, we are going to put it in a systematic manner. We are going to understand the concept how exactly it will work in a corporate world. In that way, we are going to put these words and terminology in that way. So it's not going to be very difficult. But the only thing is, you have to pay some attention while we are discussing these concepts. Again, it's not going to be something like teaching or something. It should be more interactive. If you have any doubts, even it is a silly doubt, okay, you can come up with that point. We'll discuss and we'll have a fun and we'll understand the concept. Maybe I have a students from BS in BTech background also, even in this session. So absolutely, it's okay. Even if you have a silly doubt, don't hesitate to ask in front of other students, because even common students also not aware about simple things. That's why even if you get a small doubt, don't hesitate. Just ping me and ask me in the session itself. Few people will thought that maybe you will ask Mahesh sir later point. After one day or after completing of the session, we can ask him and we can clarify it. But remember, once I'm done with session, if you want me to reach out, definitely it will be difficult for you guys. So even after completing the session, I have an interview 9:30. At 10 o'clock, I have a different class. So I'll be busy till like 1 p.m. also. So 1 a.m. also. That way my availability is very less. That's why utilize my availability during the session itself, and we can prolong it and we can use it for the long time also. So use this session time very efficiently. And one more thing I want to highlight. I have students like even I worked as an assistant professor in GBAC and different colleges as well. I had students who are even elder than me. Even in the current batch also, I'm just 26 years old. I have students even more than 27 years, 30 years age also. But if it comes to the matter of syllabus and learning concept, I'll treat everyone in the same way. So I'll fire you, I'll shout you. You have to be prepared for that. In terms of subject, in terms of jobs placement and all, because I have to handle more than 300 students. In my alumni group, we have more than 300 students. If I want to handle all these students, definitely I have to be bit harsh. So I'll behave like that only. Be bear with me for all this kind of stuff. Until you receive the salary, it's not your class, it's my class. Once you got a placement, until you receive your first salary, that's my job, not your job. In that way, I want to streamline the folks. That way, for that reason, I'll be a bit harsh towards the students, even in few cases, in few scenarios. Try to understand, never mind. But it's all for our benefit only. Okay, that's all I wanted to highlight. And remaining assignments, yeah, every day there will be assignments. So everyone should complete the assignments, and you have to keep me posted on that. Some guys will delay on providing the assignments and all. Maybe I can't check on a daily basis your assignments, but if I check, definitely that day will be the worst day for you. Remember this point. It can be incorrect answer or right answer. I don't mind, but I need your assignments on time. Okay, that's very important for me. Yeah, that's all I wanted to highlight. And we'll start with the session. Even before we start, what else we want to highlight? The effort. You guys have to put your effort, guys. Then only we can succeed in this achievement. Okay. Okay. Let's start with the basic things. Let me share my screen. Yeah, just give me a quick minute. I'm moving the Excel. Can everyone see my screen?
Yes, Mahesh. It is visible.
Yes, yes.
Mahesh.
Yes, Mahesh.
Can everyone see the Excel sheet?
Yes.
Yes, Mahesh.
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 Yes, Mahesh.
So first we'll start with the basic financial system. First we'll understand the overview of financial system. Then we will start focusing on the investment banking fund accounting concepts, because we have yesterday I told you, right, the first thing is investment banking. We'll start with investment banking. We'll cover all the basic concepts, because even before we going to start with the fund accounting concepts, we have to be thorough with the stock market and how the stock market will work, what are the instruments we have in the stock market, what is the capital markets. All these concepts we need to understand. Then only we can enter and we can learn about the fund accounting, because the fund accounting is all about again the investment banking only. The funds will all work based on the investment banking products only. That's why initially we will start with investment banking, and then we'll have a fund accounting. Simultaneously, we'll also discuss Excel classes and some other, as I said, AI tools, how to use AI tools, and also about LinkedIn profile creation, Naukri creation, resume creation. All these points also will be discussed simultaneously. Some real-time scenarios about resume points, how we have to prepare the resume points, and about the real-time roles and responsibilities, how we have to answer in the interviews. All these points also will be discussed simultaneously. Okay. So first we will start with the financial system. What is financial system? What do you guys understand? What do you mean about financial system? Do you think that everyone requires this financial system in our day-to-day life?
Yes.
Yes.
How it's required? Can anyone give me an example of a financial system? Then we will decide, like, is it required to survive in this society or not, to have this financial systems or something? Can anyone give me examples?
Our day-to-day life, we require the financial system for what we are spending and what you are getting. What is the final, yeah, not profit and loss like that. It's a normal terms. Today, how much I have to gain or how much I have to uh, put it my bank balance like that. That's a finance. This is a normal words.
Mm. Any other thoughts about financial system?
It's
So
like
every day
a
we,
cycle, bro.
yeah, please go ahead.
It's like a cycle, like how in daily basis. So,
Mm.
For example, he'll purchase a product and he will sell again. Like same thing he will be rotating now every day, daily on
Mhm.
daily basis on markets how they will sell. So what is the benefits they will get? What is the loss they will get? For in this kind of way.
Okay, understand. Basically, you're trying to say that there is a cycle, how the funds are moving from one person to another person. Let's assume that I'm going to a small market to purchase some, like I can, if suppose if I go for a kirana store or maybe small vegetables shop, I may spend 500 rupees or 1000 rupees, right? Similarly, the vegetable seller may have to purchase from other big dealer. So he will pay 1 lakh rupees to him. Even that big vendor has to purchase from someone else. He may have to pay 1 lakh or 2 crores or 1 crores, in lakhs and crores of rupees they have to pay, right? Suppose if I'm paying 500 rupees, maybe I can use a phone pay or maybe cash I can pay. 1 lakh rupees also the same thing can be happening. Like I can pay through check or something like a phone pay or something. What if they have to pay like 1 crore rupees amount to someone else? How the transaction will be done? Through banking only, right? We need to have a bank. Is it okay if you can have a savings bank account to transfer 1 crore rupees money from one person to another person? Can we transfer that in savings banks account? You know about banking accounts, right? Savings bank, current bank, fixed deposit. Do you know these types?
We cannot
One,
transfer to
We can,
bank like
yeah, not only bank to bank. Suppose if I'm doing a transaction on this Meta Aspire, if you want to pay some like 50 lakhs to someone else, can I use a savings account?
no,
No.
50 lakhs
no
is not
current
Maybe
possible.
account.
savings account is for the
Current
normal
account.
people, like middle class household people and all, like salary people. If they want to do some transactions within a limit, like even if you want to transfer some amount in a phone pay, there is a limit up to 1 lakh per day, right?
Yes.
If I want to do transaction more than 10 lakhs or something, I need to have a current account. Basically, we are understanding the banking system, how the banking system is running. For middle class people, these are the types of accounts we have. For business people, these are the accounts. Even current accounts also, we have several accounts. It's for the startup company, based on the turnover, based on the net worth. They have different types of current accounts. Again, in the current accounts, if you are maintaining this much balance in your bank account, you may have a permission to transfer some amount of money from one person to another person. If you are having a huge bank balance, you will be able to transfer huge money. In such a way, the current accounts will be operated. Right?
Yes.
Again, how the money is flowing from one person to another person, how this entire financial system is working. Suppose today I got salary 1 lakh rupees salary. How I will spend this 1 lakh rupees salary? First, I'll pay rent, EMIs, maybe for the milk, newspaper, all these monthly payments will be there, right? Electricity bill, rental payments, all these payments will be done. Then school fees of children's. Then like that, all the payments will be done. Then whatever the amount we left, that will be the savings, where we will save all the amount.
Bank.
In bank only, we have savings bank account, or we will deposit some other fixed deposits, or
Fixed
maybe in a mutual
deposits,
funds. Some people
mutual
used to
funds.
follow the chits. You know about the chits, right? Everyone will pay some amount, 5,000, 5,000 like that. After 1.5 years, 2 years or something, we will realize the entire cash. That is called chits. In such a way, we will save the amount. Again, from the bank, how the bank will use that money. Suppose if I'm having savings bank account, I'm having 50,000 in my savings bank account. Maybe some other business people also have a money in their bank account. Let's say 5 crores or 2 crores in their bank account they have, right? So how, I mean, what is the role of bank here? If I'm having my deposits in bank account, how the bank will utilize that money?
They have circulated this money to the loans and everything. They'll get the interest and they'll pay the interest for us.
Yeah, basically, bank will provide loans to the loan seekers. I'm the saving. I'm saving the money, so I am the saver. Someone is seeking the loan, requesting the loan. I mean, they need a money, they need a loan. So our savings have been transferred to loans to someone else. That's how the banks are operating, right? For a fixed I mean, for a savings bank or fixed deposit, how much interest will pay? Suppose if I'm
Savings
having a savings
savings
banks
banks
account,
3 to 4%.
3%. Suppose if I'm having a fixed deposit, What is the
8%.
fixed deposit rates? Maybe 6 to
8%.
8%,
Yes, approximately 6
right?
to 8.
Suppose if we take loan, suppose some other person need car loan. You know what is the car loan interest?
9 to 12%.
Yeah, 9 to 12%. If you want personal loan,
Up
the
to
interest
16, up to 16%.
up to 16%. If it is a home loan, again it will vary from 11%, 10%, 9%,
Yes.
depends on the bank, right?
Yes.
So basically, if company, I mean the bank is giving a loan, they are charging 9% or 10% on an average. But for depositors, they are giving only 6% or 5%. What about the remaining balance? They are collecting 10%, they are paying 5%. What is the balance of 5%? What is the balance of 5%?
Their
Maintenance, salaries.
maintenance, salaries, and everything.
Yes. So they are running business just with this 5% only, right? They are just giving the loans and they are collecting 12%. Already I have my deposits in my bank, so they have to pay 5% to me. So 5% is a profit to the banking. With this 5%, they'll have to maintain, they'll have to operate the banking the operations. Like they have to pay salaries, they have to maintain the buildings, and they may have to maintain some amount with RBI. All these transactions need to be done with the 5%. Maybe they will spend like 2-3% of this money with the banking operations. Remaining 2% or 3% will be the profit to the bankings. This is how the banking will run, right? This is how the
Yes,
banking system will work.
Yes. Yes.
Just
yes.
imagine, we don't have the banks, we don't have the savings, we don't have these loans or nothing. Is it possible to run the economy? We do not have any intermediaries. We don't have a cash. Is it possible to run the business? Is it possible to run the economy?
No.
No.
Even before introducing this currency, we have a system called barter system. Do you know this barter system?
Yeah.
What is the barter system?
But exchanging of products.
Goods for goods or service for goods. Exchanging of goods and services. There is no money, there is no coin, there is no coin system, there is no currency system. Suppose if I need vegetables, I may have to offer something. I have to offer some rice, then only I'll be able to get vegetables. Goods for goods. That is the barter system, exchange system. So even that exchange system is also the system, financial system. Like that, in every economy, if you want to survive in this economy, there should be some system. Without having this system, it's not even possible for us to survive. Anyone is not possible. Even we had a kings and kingdoms. Even in those days also, there is a system called barter system, currency, coins or something. So with that kind of a system, we are able to survive. Even in this current period also, there should be requirement of financial system. What exactly is this financial system then? Is it a currency? Is it a people? Is it a banking? Is it exchanging of funds? No. The financial system is very broader word. It includes individual people. Let me write here. It includes the people or entities. And it includes business. It includes government. And it includes financial institutions. And products and services. So financial system is a combination of all these. We have a people, household people we have. Just now we discussed, right? Individual people, household people who save money and they will deposit into the banks or they will deposit into the mutual funds. They will invest in a real estate. So money is flowing from one person to another person through this investment, through this savings. And we have a business. How the business people will raise the capital. Suppose if you want to start my business, is it possible for me to run my business on my own savings? Definitely, I may have to borrow some money from my relatives or from banks or from maybe from people, partners. I have to raise the capital, right? Then only I'll be able to start my business. Is it correct or not?
Yes, correct.
If you want to start 1 crore business, is it possible for me to start the entire business on my own savings? Maybe I was a salaried employee from last few days. I could have few few savings. What about the remaining money? Definitely, I may have to interact with the banks and financial institutions. I want to raise the capital. If I want to start the business, I need a capital, it's the investment. For that investment, definitely I need to raise capital. And also we have the government. Why this government is involved? Why this government is involved in the financial system? Do you think this banks, this financial system is operating without having any regulatory system? Just
No.
imagine we do not have any regulation system. There is no there is no regulator is nothing but rules and regulations for. Without having rules and regulations, if we give
No,
powers to banks to
it's
run and operate, what they will do?
it's not possible. It's a monopoly system will be created.
Yeah.
That is the reason regulations will be required.
They will charge even 20% interest also from us.
Yes.
We have few banking applications, right? Credit B, loan apps. The regulator is very less from them because they are operating from different parts of the world. So they are giving loans and they are charging much interest. They are also doing blackmail, everything because the regulator is very less in those loans. There comes the NBFCs. So the regulatory system is very less. That's why such incidents are happening. That's why we need strong regulations. For that reason, we need a government. Government is nothing but where they will pass set of rules and acts. So accordingly only we have to act. For that reason, we need the government as well. Government is also part of financial system. Again, we are earning some income. If we are earning some income, they have to collect some taxes. They have to run the entire country, right? So for that reason, they'll start collecting taxes in the form of direct tax and indirect tax on services, goods, and foreign exchanges, on investments. Everywhere they will charge taxes. For that reason, we have a government. And we have financial institutions. What are the financial institutions? Can anyone name few financial institutions we have?
Mainly banks.
Investment bank, custodian.
Yeah, banks, custodians,
Custodians.
insurance companies,
Yes. NBFCs.
stock exchanges. These are all the financial institutions. Financial institutions is nothing but we have a facility, we have a system to perform the transactions of currency or maybe the accounting transactions. So this all will help us to perform the transactions. It can be money transactions. It can be what do you say, goods and transactions, service transactions. Or if you are dealing some transactions with other countries, we need to involve with the foreign exchanges. Or to support all these transactions, we need like a financial institutions. If you want to transfer the assets from one person to another person, it can be land, it can be shares, investments, whatever it can be. So to perform all these transactions, there should be a place which is nothing but financial institution. Suppose if you want to study one course, where you will go? For education institutions, it can be college, tuition, something, right? Similarly, the financial institution also is a place where we can accommodate all these services and the products and everything. That is the reason we have a financial institutions. And we have a products. What are the products in this financial system we have? What are the products we have?
Mutual funds.
Mutual funds. If you want to save some amount, you can go and
Bonds.
invest in mutual funds.
Derivatives.
Derivatives.
Bonds, equities.
Equities.
Oh, you guys already know about all these concepts, bonds, equities, and all. I'm just expecting in a layman terms. We have a bonds. What is a bond?
Bond is we have to save something through the concerned bond form. They'll give the interest for us.
You guys remember any agreement type? Our fathers used to write an agreement, right? Suppose if you want to borrow some money from someone else, we have to enter into bond. Like we will write in bond paper, like 50 rupees stamp paper, 100 rupees stamp paper. We will purchase from the register office, and we will write like this: I'm borrowing this much of amount from so and so person. This is the purpose of borrowing, and this is the interest rate, and so and so date. I have to repay this amount with so and so percentage of interest. That's how normally we'll enter into an agreement. Do you guys remember?
Yes.
Have you guys
Previously
seen with
is
your
that.
fathers or something?
Yes,
Right
yes.
This
now
is
it
nothing
is
but that's a
also there in
bond.
the.
Yeah,
Right
bond
now
is
it is
nothing
there
but
in
the
the
same
market
thing.
right now.
Yeah, it's there in the market. Everyone might have experienced this bond and agreement. That is a bond, that's an instrument. That is also one product. Suppose you are purchasing some insurance. It can be life insurance, vehicle insurance. You guys know about vehicle insurance, right? Even if you have a vehicle like a bike, scooty, or car, you might have a insurance policy on that. That is also a product, financial product. Suppose you are investing some amount in stocks in TCS or maybe in L&T, you're purchasing some shares. That is also a product. If you want to go abroad, you need a foreign currency, dollars, Australian dollars, pounds. That's also a financial product.
Yes.
You're converting currency from one currency to another currency. That is also a financial product. We have rupees. We have a currency, right? That is also one financial product. These are all the financial products, guys. And we have services. What are the services? Financial services. What are the services? What are the services, guys? We have financial services.
Banking services.
Yeah, we have a banking
Banking,
services.
and
We have coverage policies. Just now we spoke about insurance.
yes,
What is the purpose of insurance? To cover the risk. The risk coverage policy is a service. And you are acquiring some credit cards, debit cards. Again, that's a part of products. If you avail any
medical,
transferring of
health
securities, transferring of
health,
assets from, sorry,
health insurance also.
yeah, health insurance also. Suppose we want to transfer your vehicle from one person to another person, you need some service, right? The transferring service. There is also service. If you want to register your asset on your name, land, property, or something, if you want to transfer from one person to another person, that is also transferring service. So these are all the services. Are you guys understanding? So as a financial system, these are all the products, institutions, companies, government, all these are the parties involved in the financial system. That's why I said the financial system is very broader word. And how the fund will flow, the chance between the from lenders to borrowers. As just now we spoke, right? Normally in this financial system, where it will enable the funds to move from one person to another person. Just imagine, without having this borrowing system, lending system, is it possible for anyone to start a business? Is it possible for anyone to save the money to get the
No.
returns?
No.
So with basically this financial system is facilitating for all everything, like moving from money from one person to another person. Suppose you have a surplus money, maybe you can give it to someone else. You can become a lender. Suppose someone required capital as a borrower, they will borrow some money and they will pay you the interest so that you will generate an income. Are you guys understanding?
Yes, sir.
Yes, fine.
So
Understand.
if we want to move the savings from saving, I mean, if you want to mobilize the funds from savers to lenders, or lenders to borrowers, we need this financial system. Without having this financial system, definitely we cannot make it possible. And also, the major purpose and major importance of having this financial markets and financial system is a liquidity. You know what is liquidity?
It's hand cash.
What is the liquidity? The exact meaning, you can say what is liquidity.
Using of money. Using of
Liquidity means we can say without losing the value of money, without losing the time, we should be able to realize in the form of cash. We should be able to acquire the service, or it can be goods, without losing the value of our product, without losing the value of, without losing the time. Without losing the time and without losing the value of our product, we should be able to convert it into another service or another good. That's we call it as a liquidity. You know what is the most liquidity product we have?
cash.
Cash only, the currency. Currency is the most liquid, 100% liquidity. Wherever you go, you will be able to get the service or goods by giving your currency note. Then, after currency, what is the most liquidated item? After cash, what else we have? Bank. If you want to transfer money, you can using online transactions or bank transactions also you can get it done. But again, it's not always possible. If you go to even village, I mean small village, maybe there it's not possible for them to transfer. Nowadays through phone pays that's also possible. Even that comes under the secondary category. Checks. Many people won't accept checks. So checks comes under the secondary in terms of liquidity. Just imagine in the barter system, we spoke about barter system, right? Exchange system. Do you guys think that we had that much liquidity in a barter system? There, do you guys think that there was such kind of liquidity when we had exchange system?
No.
Suppose if I want to get 10 kgs of rice, okay, I have a goat, sheep. Is it okay to transfer one goat, one sheep for 10 kgs of rice? Is this worthy?
It's not actually because values will be changed.
The value is different, right? One sheep value is different, and maybe 5 kgs or 10 kgs rice value is different. How can I transfer? How can I exchange it? Can I cut the sheep and can I give it half or 20% of a sheep? Is it possible?
No.
No,
Not
because it's a
possible.
perishable good. It's a live product. You cannot cut it and keep it leg for one person, hand for one person. Like that, you cannot do it.
You have to take
Sorry,
our,
someone is trying to say something.
what is the feedback
Daneshwar
in
Reddy, keep it
WhatsApp,
on
we
mute.
collect.
If you guys have anything else, anything to say, anything to discuss, you can unmute. Otherwise, please keep it on mute. Okay.
She tells only you have to give the sample means I only
Daneshwar Reddy, what's your problem?
when I was staying
No, sir, no, ma. No, ma.
when I was staying in Hyderabad.
Okay.
So
So
Actually-
we talk.
Actually, I don't understand these concepts. Also, first time I'm listening.
Are you facing difficulty in understanding these concepts?
Yes, Mahesh.
Are you facing difficulty? Okay, what's your education background?
BSc Computers.
BSc Computers. So we are just talking about the liquidity, Daneshwar. Liquidity is nothing but we should be able to realize our cash. Suppose we have a mobile phone. Okay,
Okay.
mobile phone worth of 10,000. Is it possible for you to realize 10,000 immediately by selling that mobile?
No, Mahesh.
No, right?
No.
Suppose we have 5,000 rupees currency notes, like 20 notes we have, again, which is worth of 10,000.
Okay.
Now, is it okay? Is it possible for you to get and transfer any, to get any services using that 500 rupees notes? Is it easy or not?
Easy. It's easy,
Easy,
Mahesh.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's easy.
So that's the point of liquidity. If you are able to get the services and goods by giving your products, it can be anything, check, mobile, or cash, whatever it is. If you are able to transform them into immediately without losing the time, without losing the value of money. Suppose you are giving 500 rupees notes. Will you guys ask like, I'll give you 500 rupees notes, give me 400 rupees worth of goods only. I don't want 100 rupees. Like that, will you ask? Daneshwar?
Yeah,
If you are
Mahesh.
giving 500 rupees notes,
Okay.
definitely you will ask 500 rupees worth of service or goods, right?
Yes.
Even it can be any time of urgency. It can be any extent of emergency. Still, you will demand 500 rupees worth of goods or 500 rupees worth of services only. If you are giving 500 rupees cash, you are not losing time. You are not losing any value of 500 rupees currency. That means it is having 100% liquidity.
Okay.
Okay. Suppose you might also experience this scenario. You have only phone pay. Okay, you have only phone pay.
Okay.
Someone is demanding cash only, but you have only phone pay. Then what you will do in real time scenario? You guys didn't experience. You go to some shopkeeper. You have to ask them like, I'll give you 250 rupees, Anna. Give me 240 rupees only cash. Do you guys experience this kind of situations? Anyway, I'll transfer money to your phone pay. Give me cash like that.
Right.
Have you
Yes,
guys
ma'am.
experienced anyway?
Yes, Mahesh. Yes, Mahesh.
Yes,
So-
Mahesh, most of the time.
Most of the
Yeah.
time.
So every time will they agree to give the same money? Suppose I'm transferring 2,000 rupees. Will they give you 2,000 rupees only or 1,900 rupees? At least they will charge 20 rupees, right? To giving cash.
Yes.
They are receiving 2,000 rupees amount into their bank account, but they won't give you 2,000 rupees cash. They will at least deduct 10 rupees or 20 rupees for giving cash. Have you guys experienced this?
But this kind of scenario, I didn't have any experience much.
Yeah. So why they're deducting 10 rupees or 20 rupees? Why
because
we are
it's
losing?
using their
Value is same. My
so
bank balance 2000 rupees, value is same. I'm acquiring, I'm giving, I'm expecting 2000 rupees cash. That is also value is same 2000 rupees. But I'm not getting 2000 rupees cash. I'm losing my value of a bank balance. Why?
Demand.
Because the demand
They're not
they'll
expecting. Yeah, they're not actually accepting. Other people is not accepting cash. I mean the bank balance through PhonePe, they're not accepting. I have to pay through cash only. So I need to get cash. If I want to convert from bank balance to cash, I'm losing 20 rupees. Suppose if you would have 500 rupees cash balance, definitely you can transfer only, you can give it only 500 rupees, right? You don't have that cash, that's why you're losing 20 rupees. So by having this bank balance, you don't have 100% liquidity. You may have 98%, 90% liquidity only. For that reason, you are losing 20 rupees or 30 rupees to convert from bank balance to cash balance. This is called liquidity. Now you understood? Daneshwar?
Yes, Mahesh, I understand.
Yeah. We were also talking about barter system. In this barter system also, we had this kind of problem. In fact, the evaluation of currency has become more important in the previous days because of the liquidity only. Many people had a lot of difficulties without having this currency because there is no proper value, right? If you want to convert good to good, service to service, always there is a point of clash because my service, my product is more worthy than your service. So how can I give it to you? There should be a common element to transfer and to receive the one from one person to another person. That's how the currencies evolve. Okay, that's why we need the financial system. Without having this financial system, it's not even possible for us to survive. You guys can't even survive in the Bangalore. Just having, if you if you want to travel in Bangalore by having 2000 rupees note, you don't have even 10 rupees notes. You don't have a denominations with 50 rupees, 100 rupees. You are just holding only 2000 rupees note. Is it possible for you to travel anywhere in Bangalore? Not at all.
No, sir.
No one will give you a change. No one will give you a change. If you go to auto rickshaw, small shop vendor, no one will accept 2000 rupees notes or 500 rupees notes also. They will ask 50 rupees or 10 rupees, always do phone pay. Nowadays, there is also liquidity. That's why we have this financial system. Without having this financial system, we will face all these difficulties. We have very strong financial system. Even if you go to Nepal, they will accept rupees. You don't need to convert a Nepal currency. Simply, they will accept our Indian currency also in Nepal. We have that kind of strong financial system. We have a banks, we have Western Unions to convert money from one currency to another currency without losing the money, without losing the value of the currency. That's how we have a financial system. Without having this financial system, it's not possible for to do the business. Understood?
Yes, Mahesh.
The importance of financial system. Someone is messaging. Let me read all those messages. Your voice is breaking. Is it same thing for everyone? Is my voice really breaking?
no,
No, Mahesh.
No. If it is
It's
the
clear.
case, please let me know immediately. Okay. Maybe I'll be in a flow of explanation. Just give me a reminder that your voice is breaking or something, so that maybe I can streamline my bandwidth as well. Okay. Yeah. That's a major thing that I want to discuss. And yeah, we'll discuss about financial products also today. We spoke about financial system, right? And we'll speak about financial products also. These financial products are very well-known products for you guys. We're not going to discuss about more in depth, but we will understand about these products because the entire concept of investment banking, fund accounting will run around these products only. The most interesting topic, shares. You know what is shares? You know what is shares? Yes, you know what is share?
Share is the part of
share,
capital.
share is a part of the capital of the company in the company.
Yeah.
If we take the capital, suppose I have to start a company. Suppose I don't have any. Suppose I plan to start a company with 1 crore. Suppose I'm having less money. I'll go with that shares.
Yeah. Suppose if you want to start the business, you're trying to say that if you want to start any business, I don't have that much money. So what I'll do?
Yes.
Obviously, I'll ask someone else to join with my business as a
Yes,
partner.
that is also shared.
Yeah, that is also shared. I need 1 crore capital to start my business. I don't have that much money. Then what I'll do? I'll ask my friend, you come and join with my business. I have this is the business idea. So we can expect this much profits in our business. So let's join in our business. That's how we request. I'll contribute 50 lakhs. He will also contribute 50 lakhs. Now, at the end of the year, we got 10 lakhs profit. We got 10 lakh profit. Can I enjoy the entire 10 lakh profit?
No.
I started my
Well-
business. I'm running my business. Why can't I enjoy my entire 10 lakhs profit?
No,
No, Mahesh.
entire capital is not mine. Entire capital is not mine.
He is not doing business. He is not doing business. He's just given for 50 lakhs capital, but I'm doing my business. It's my idea. I'm running my business. I'm providing service. I'm dealing with the clients. I'm earning the money.
But when we are taking the money, what type of clauses will mention that will be made? You'll give the money. I'll give only interest. That is only interest will pay. Will not share the profits.
But in layman terms,
Partnership.
yeah, there will be a partnership agreement. That's a bit different to concept. We don't want to enter into that one. My point is, if both are contributing 50 lakhs each, definitely everyone will expect 50% profit each, right?
Yes.
Yes.
That's a common law. That's a common. It doesn't matter. You are doing a business. I'm doing my business. You are running it. It doesn't matter. I contributed 50 lakhs. You contributed 50 lakhs. Now we got 10 lakhs profit. Without having this 50 lakhs, it's not possible for them to run the business, right? It's not possible for you to run the business with 50 lakhs. That's why you approached me. So I have also
Yes.
contributed 50 lakhs capital. So now let's share the profits. That's it. How I'm demanding 50 lakhs, 50% profit? Because I have a share. How much share I have in my business? How much share I have?
50%.
We started with 50% share.
50%.
They started with a 1 crore. Each partner contributed 50 lakhs. So each partner have a share of 50%.
50%.
So that is called share. Now you go and purchase 10 shares of TCS company. You have TCS shares, Tata Consultancy Services. Okay. So there we go and purchase 10 shares. Can you demand in same way to the TCS people also? Like I purchased 10 shares in your company. I invested each share maybe like 100 rupees or 1,000 rupees. So I invested 10,000 in your company. At the end of the year, you have this much profits. Distribute my profits to me. Like that, can you demand? Can we demand? Do you have a right
Actually,
to expect? Do you have a right to expect profits from TCS company at the end of the year? Come on, guys. I'm not asking you like a technical point. Just normal layman terms. Even if you don't know the answer,
I think we can ask the expectations, but by shares, whenever they get the profit, daily the share price will be increased or decreased automatically. We'll get, I think that's a normal term. I thought it's right or wrong. I don't know that.
yeah. See, when you are investing even one share in TCS company, you are also the owner of the company. Even if you are purchasing one share, you have a one voting right. There will be voting rights. Suppose there are 3 partners. This time, let's assume we have 3 partners. Normal company, small business. We are running very small business. We have 3 partners. Okay, we have A and B and C. Okay, A partner is holding. A partner contributed 20 lakhs capital. Guys, keep it on mute, pa. ఎందుకు ఫస్ట్ రోజు నా దగ్గర తండ్రులు తింటారు ఇంకా టైం ఉంది సో ఏ పార్ట్నర్ కాంట్రిబ్యూటెడ్ 20 lakhs, B partner contributed 40 lakhs, C contributed 20 lakhs. Now tell me the each partner share in business. Is it a difficult question?
No, 50-20. 50-25.
Everyone can understand, right? Even non-commerce students also will be able to understand this, right? Small example. We have 3 partners, ABC. A contributed 20 lakhs, B contributed 40, C contributed 20 lakhs. So what is the share?
A
20%, 40%,
25%, B
20%.
50%, C 25%.
This total is how much?
80 lakhs.
80, yeah.
lakhs.
Okay,
80 lakhs.
let me increase it to 30.
Okay.
For me also it's difficult to calculate percentage. Okay, now tell me, what is the percentage of A?
30%,
30, 40, 30.
30%,
40%,
40%,
30%.
30%. Okay, now A came up with one proposal. Okay, A is there, right? A came up with a proposal. What kind of proposal? To buy a new building.
Okay.
Okay, maybe for other expansion of a business, if they want to enter into a new business, A proposed one proposal. We have to purchase the building. So can A only take the decision?
No.
No,
Why?
no, Mahesh.
Why? He is also partner, right?
To discuss
But
with B and
to discuss with
Discuss
other
B and C. Discuss with B and C.
We discuss the B and C. Let's assume they have voting rights. Okay, they entered into conference rooms. They thought, okay, let's assume even we know, right, how we deal with this. The majority votes will be considered,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Suppose let's
majority
assume
votes.
they all entered into the conference room. They thought they have started discussing about the concept and everything. A agreed and B agreed, but C did agree to purchase this building. Now, can they start the business? New building to purchase the new building. B
No.
also agreed. A agreed, and B also agreed.
Yes, as per the majority, we can go for
It will be
they can go for the building.
They can go for the building, right? Because A is having 30%, B is having, C is having 30%. Total share 60%.
50%.
Yeah, majority more than 50% partners are agreeing, right? So they can go and purchase.
No, A and B for 70%.
70.
No. A, okay, C. Well, let's consider as C. A and C. A and C is having 60%. They can go and purchase it, right? B didn't agree.
Correct. But above 50%.
Yeah, above 50%. 60 is above 50%. So now they can
Yes.
go and purchase the building, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
This is one
Mahesh.
scenario. Let's assume. Sorry. Let's assume he's having 70%. Or let's say 60%. They're having 10%. Now tell me, A agreed, C agreed. Can they go and purchase the building?
No,
No.
sir.
No.
It
No.
is not possible to purchase.
Why?
Because
of less
B is having
Because you are having less
60% of shares.
than B.
Yeah. So even both shares, only 40%. A share and C share is only 40%. We need at least more than 50%. Even 50 is not sufficient. More than 50 is sufficient. Okay. Now, B proposed another thing. What he agreed, we don't need to purchase the building. We will rent a building for so and so amount. We don't need to purchase the building. We will rent the building and we will do the business there. B proposed a plan. Now, can he start his business through rental property? Only B proposed this.
But okay, B is having
Okay,
above
B is
50%.
above
Having
50.
above
Having
50%.
B itself having
60% about share.
60%.
about
So
share.
he can go and start, right? He can go and start it. 60, this is a 10 lakhs. Because he's having more than 50%. So he can go and do his business as he wants. Basically, even if you are holding one share, you will have a vote to right. Right to vote. Every shareholder will have a voting rights. If you purchase one share in TCS company, you will also have a voting right. You will get that board invite also. But to provide your voting right, it can be electronic voting right or physical voting right. You can go and purchase. You can go and use your voting right. There will be a board resolution. In the board resolution, you can go and put your vote. It can be done sometimes in a proxy. Some using demat accounts, you can go and exercise your voting right. Even you are purchasing one vote. One share. You can use the voting right. As the shareholder, even if you are purchasing one share, you are also the shareholder, you are also the owner of the company. At the end of the year, if company is announcing profits, they will also announce the part of dividend. Dividend is nothing but they have to distribute the profits, right? That profit is nothing but dividend. You will also receive that profit. Okay, let's forget about dividend. That's a technical term we will discuss later. But we're talking about profit. At the end of year 2023 March, 2024 March year end, TCS has announced this much profit we got this year. As a one share purchase, as a one share purchase holder, you will also get a profit on that one share. You'll also have that voting right. If there is any decision is taking, you can also go and exercise your voting right. That is the power of purchasing share. Are you guys understanding what is share?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Mahesh.
Yes, Mahesh, I
Everyone.
understand.
Non-common
Mahesh.
students also. I'll give you one more best example. You guys watched movie this called Atharindu Daredi. Did you guys watch it?
Yes, sir.
Of course, it's a blockbuster movie. Everyone might have watched it. So in Atharindu Daredi, when the movie has begun, there is one discussion between son and father. Some villain is there. Villain was there. He is purchasing some shares of all other partners without knowing the main founders. They're purchasing all shares. Let me put it in this way. There are three people. Who are those people? Old man and his son and his Sunanda. Right? Each party is having 20 shares. I mean 20% share. We have a 40% shares to the public. I mean normal public has purchased. But from their family itself, from Nanda family itself, they are 3%. Old man, that old man is there now. So his son and Sunanda. Each having 20%, 20%. You guys remember the scene?
Yes, Mahesh. Yes.
Yeah. So what villain do? Without knowing these parties, he started purchasing this 40% shares because these 40% are with outsiders. Someone had came and invested in their companies, Nanda Industries. So they started purchasing the shares without knowing these 3%. So all these 40% shares are holding by villain now. Okay. Who will decide? Normally the CEO positions and all. Who can decide? Shareholders can decide. Suppose if I'm proposing one name to act as an auditor, to act as a CEO and all, who should decide? More than 50% shareholders will decide, right?
Yes, Mahesh.
Yeah.
Board
So
members.
villain has purchased 40% share now. Now, this family also having 60% share. Now, who can decide to have a CEO position?
3 members.
Obviously, these people can decide to get the CEO position. But the problem is with Sunanda. She's not, she was not staying with them, right? So she didn't claim her ownership with the company. So this 20% shares on a hold. Only hero family is holding 40%. Villain also holding 40%. Now he is demanding CEO position. Villain is demanding CEO position. That time, that old man will say like, anybody can do anything, but still our family is holding 60% share. So we will decide to who has to be acting as a CEO. The purpose is having holding positions. If you are holding more than 50% position, then you will be the deciding authority. If you are losing that 50% position, then you will lose that authority also to decide on major things. You cannot be acting as a key managerial person if you are losing more than 50%. So this is called ownership holding. Now you understood what is the shares and how it will work in deciding factors in the company.
Yes.
Everyone.
Yes, Mahesh.
Yeah, this is all the basic introduction about the financial system. What is the shares and all. So tomorrow we'll start with the stock market. What is the purpose of having the stock market? Why does even the stock market will required in the industry? We'll start with that. But this is just a basic understanding. We are not yet into the concept. We are just discussing the basic concepts. So we spoke about financial system, financial products, financial people. The participants of the financial markets and services, products, and what is the share. These are all the topics we spoke, right?
Yes.
Any confusion on today's topic?
No, Mahesh.
No,
Totally, I understand.
No, sir.
No, Mahesh.
Is everyone able to understand?
Yes, Mahesh.
Am I speaking? Am I talking and teaching speed?
No.
Little bit speed.
always I had this complaint from students. So yeah, I'll try to slow down. Whenever I'm going speed, just remind me like you are going speed, sir. Then I'll slow down my teaching. Okay.
Okay.
So by tomorrow, I'll be uploading this video and also the assignments so that you'll all receive the assignments as well in the drive. But before that, you have to receive the drive access. So once you receive the drive access, you will be able to follow those assignments and everything. And the recording class also you'll be able to access. Just hold on for one day. Tomorrow you will get everything. Okay. We just want to stabilize the things. We have to the folder structures need to be arranged in the drive so that you will receive all the drives and everything. Okay. Let me stop the recording.